This is the new Land Rover Discovery Sport, a car that's perfect for the school run, especially if the school in question is halfway up a mountain. And so here are the CarWow top 10 things you need to know about it. The car is based on the previous Disco Sport. However, there have been lots of changes both mechanically and visually to help boost its appeal. The most obvious updates are at the front, where a redesigned grille and light cluster brings the car more in line with the look of the bigger Discovery, though I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing. The lights and bumpers at the rear of the car have been updated too. Thankfully, unlike the full-fat Discovery, the Sport doesn't have the OCD-aggravating offset rear number plate. Anyways, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen to vote which you think looks the best. The Land Rover Discovery Sport, the Hyundai Santa Fe, the Skoda Kodiaq, or the Kia Sorento. Engine choices for the new Disco Sport are pretty simple. There's a 2-litre petrol engine with either 200 or 250 horsepower, or a 2-litre diesel with either 240, 180 or 150 horsepower. And this lower power version is the only Disco Sport which comes with front-wheel drive and a manual gearbox. All the others are proper 4x4s with a 9-speed auto, and they also boast mild hybrid technology to help make them as efficient as possible. Just don't expect Toyota Prius levels of efficiency, okay? Land Rover's legendary off-road capabilities are all present and correct in the new Discovery Sport. Well, so long as you don't cheap out on the entry-level front-wheel drive car. You see, all-wheel drive versions boast Land Rover's clever Terrain Response 2 system that allows you to choose between 4 different surface modes: road, sand, grass, gravel and snow, plus mud and ruts. Now if that all sounds a little bit too complex, don't worry. The system's automatic mode will choose the best setting for the conditions automatically, which kind of makes you wonder why Land Rover bothered giving you a choice in the first place. The new Land Rover Discovery Sport is on sale now, priced from just under £32,000. But that's for the front-wheel drive 150 horsepower diesel in bog standard trim, which includes a little more than wheels, doors and seats. So really, you won't want that car. There are, however, 3 more substantial trim levels: the OKS, the better still SE, and the range-topping HSE, all of which you can upgrade further with the sporty R Dynamic Pack, which adds some racy accoutrements to help turn the little disco into more of a rave. Be warned though, if you go too far up the range, the car could cost more than £50,000. So make sure you click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen to see how much you can save on a Disco Sport at CarWow. The Discovery Sport gets Land Rover's Touch Pro infotainment system, and I'd love to show it you working, but JLR's film crew didn't really manage to shoot the interior of their new car with the screen on. Well done, guys! Thankfully, it's pretty much the same system as in the new Evoque, which I have filmed, so I'll show you that instead. So, you get a 10-inch high-definition central touchscreen that's both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. Below that, there's a second touchscreen which operates the heating, ventilation and drive settings. Then you have a 12-inch digital driver's display that replaces the normal analog dials. Land Rover will launch a plug-in hybrid version of the Discovery Sport later this year. There are a few details about this more economical model, but it should have an electric-only range of around 30 miles. When used in conjunction with the combustion engine, along with regular charging, you could see a Land Rover that's capable of over 100 miles per gallon, so you can take your 4x4 on the school run with a clearish conscience. Some of the new technology that was first shown on the new Evoque makes its way onto the Discovery Sport, including the ClearSight ground view system. This uses a camera in the front grille to project a live 180-degree view of what's ahead and underneath the car onto the central touchscreen. This can help you negotiate tricky terrain when you're out in the wilderness, or let you check if you just run over the pet cat on your driveway. Also, the rear view mirror can display a live digital feed from a camera on the back of the car. One of the great things about the Discovery Sport is the fact it's a 7-seater. However, even Land Rover admit those in the third row are quite cramped compared to in a Hyundai Santa Fe or Skoda Kodiaq. The middle row is very spacious though, and you can split it 40-20-40, and it can be slid backwards or forwards to help provide a little more room to the poor sods in the back, or you can choose to crush their legs entirely if you're feeling extra mean. Reversing with a trailer requires quite a bit of practice, as you have to steer in the opposite direction you want your horse box to go. But the Discovery Sport's optional Advanced Tow Assist feature takes all the skill out of the process. You just have to show it where you want your trailer positioned, and the car does the hard part, the steering, enabling even the most inept parker to look like an expert HGV driver. Owning a Discovery Sport is like a long-term relationship. The longer you spend with the car, the better it gets to know you. For instance, it uses artificial intelligence algorithms to learn your habits over time. The car can then set up the seat and steering wheel position before you get in. And it will even learn your preferred temperature settings, media preferences, and commonly dialed numbers depending on the time of the day. Don't worry though, it won't start nagging at you if you leave the top of the toothpaste or the toilet seat up. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos, and if you click on the deals box to the right, you can see how much you can save on a new car at CarWow. Or click on the video windows below to watch another of my videos.